Hi, everybody. I'm 7 News Dan Bickford. We are here for the first episode of Carolina Rides. What is it? Well, it's going to be a once every couple of weeks podcast covering all things having to do with the car enthusiast community across the Western Carolinas. It could be the cars themselves, it could be how to work on them, it could be one of the many events we have in terms of car shows across the area. It may just be focusing on a particular person or collector or somebody who is important to the car community across the area. And again, we're going to try to be all encompassing here, not only in terms of geography covering the upstate, western North Carolina, perhaps some more regional events and more regional subjects as well. But also in terms of the makes and models of cars, we want to be available to anybody, whether you're Mopar, Ford, Chevy, GM in general, foreign import cars, whatever. We are open to it all. And from that standpoint, we've got a social media presence, and we would like to hear from you as well along the line. What you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear about. We've got a Facebook and an Instagram presence for now. Those sites are located here. Also have my email address, which is under my name, under my smiling face. Feel free to go ahead and contact me, and I will respond, I promise. And if you've got ideas for us in terms of guests, in terms of subjects, we'll try to get to them. Obviously, with something that's running once every couple of weeks, we can't necessarily preview every event. I know there are several other websites and Facebook pages and groups that are good for that. But we will cover some of that, and on these social media sites, we'll repeat some of that information. So if you've got anything you want to pass along to us, we can pass it along to everybody else. Look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to talking to guest number one on our inaugural show. It's Chris Hammett, president of the Hub City Corvette Club. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Great to have you here. And well, first things first, what got you interested in cars in general in the first place?
Well, me and my wife love to go do things together, and the Corvette, just as a kid, you always want a Corvette. So I did anyway. And I got the opportunity to buy my first C6 Corvette and got hooked. It's about 6 years ago and just growed from there.
What would that be your favorite generation of Corvette right now, or is there something else that maybe you'd be looking
Uh,
at down the line?
No, right now I have a C8 called Sonic, and everybody probably knows the car more than me because it's out there. It's got its own website page and all that for social media. Kids take pictures in it all the time and post pictures. So uh, the generations from C1 to C8 just growed so much, but when you get in a C8, it's like no other feeling with the mid-engine car. So.
What
So
was the first car you ever had?
the
I mean,
first
everybody has humble beginnings.
Okay, the first car, I was 16 years old. My grandfather had a 72 Chrysler LeBaron four-door. But when I got it, I was able to drive to school and not have to ride the bus. So I didn't care what it was, just as long as I could get off of that school bus. So,
Now, was there anybody in particular in your life along the way who helped feed that interest in cars, or was it just kind of one day, hey, this is kind of cool?
well, coming up through school, we were all like cars. I took auto mechanics in high school, got me into it a little bit, and then just the club world with the fellowship and the friendship of people that you meet is so much different. So that got me hooked on everything.
Now, how did you initially get involved with the Hub City Corvette Club?
We was in a prior club, and me and one of the other members decided to open our own club in Spartanburg in October of 2023, uh, with three or four members from our other club, and just growed from there. We have 55 members right now. Um, and the thing is, we can't get every member to each event, but we don't pressure people to come. Um, we just like to have fellowship, give back to the community. Our first year as a club, we give back $13,000 to the community with raising money for our car shows and stuff like that. So if you come out to one of our shows, everything gives back to the community. Um, just a couple months back, we actually put a roof on a lady's house and didn't charge her anything. So that's what we're trying to do. We did Christmas gifts for 11 kids last year. Toys, clothes, anything like that we do is, all our club is, it ain't about making money, it's about giving back to the community. And that's what we want to do.
Now it just popped up here the website for the Hub City Corvette Club. Now understand that this is a new website, pretty much just up online recently.
Yes, sir. Last week we got it up and going. It's going to be things added to it. Our event calendars on it, uh, upcoming events, our board of directors and all's on it, pictures wise. Numbers that you can reach us, websites, email addresses. If you have a Corvette and you wanting to be a part of a club that's just fun to be around, give us a call or email anything, and we'll reach back out to you.
And that site is hubcitycorvetteclub.com. We also have a Facebook page that people are interested in following me there. I can pop that up here real quick, and we can show you that. In fact, you can tell us a little bit about it right now and some of the things you might find there.
Facebook, we post events. People post their events, their car shows, anything like that we having. We do a lot cruise ins. Like tonight at 5 o'clock, we'll be at Sugar and Spice um, doing a cruise in. Tomorrow, we'll be at another car show for the Vets for Vets doing a light show. Um, Anything we can do to promote the club and friendship, fellowship, things like that, it helps with the community. Everything we raise, donation wise or anything like that, goes back to the community. And if anybody wants to join or just donate something, we can take it either way, cash out, PayPal, anything like that. And the money that you do stays in the upstate.
Now, if somebody wants to join the Corvette Club, what do they need to do? And tell us a little bit about the meetings.
Our meetings are the second Saturday of every month at Park Chevrolet upstairs in the conference room. We do it from 9 o'clock to 10:30. We have breakfast and biscuits and coffee or juice. Talk about what's going on, get events, what we have our budget for, and upcoming events like car shows, who's wanting to go to where, what we're doing. We're trying to get a thing together right now to do feed at the soup kitchen. We're trying to get some club members to do that on one Sunday or Saturday. We do rides. We get together. Dan, you're a part of our club now, and we appreciate it. So you've been to one meeting. So we trying to grow, and the only way we can grow is get people to come out and join us and help the community.
Now, you're open to not just Corvette owners, but anybody who's interested in Corvettes, period, right?
Yes, sir. Anybody that's wanting a Corvette, have dreamed about having a Corvette that can help us in the community, it don't matter. We have club members, their husband has a Corvette, but their wife has a different make and model of car. It don't matter what you have, just the friendship and fellowship that we do in the community is what we're trying to get.
Now, oftentimes with clubs, especially as you get to cars that are a little bit older and cars that have been off the market for a little bit, you get into a situation where uh, you need the community to find out how to get something fixed or how to get parts or something like that. Just how important is that? And what are some of the things along that line that you guys can do for other club members if they, not only current club members, but anybody who might want to join?
Yeah, that's one thing. When you join our group, we have a thing called Group Me, and we post stuff on Group Me. Like the other day, a friend of ours broke down coming back from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. He posted out on Group Me, "Is anybody available to help?" He's stuck on the side of the road. Me and two other club members got him off the interstate. Um, so little things like that. If the other day we had a guy post about tail light falling out. We had 4 or 5 people respond, "Hey, you can go here, here, here," and they'll take care of it for you. So that's the thing. When you become a club member, we got other ways of communication. And if you want to pick up the phone and call me at any time, I will help you do what I can to figure.
And there are some other benefits to being in the club, correct?
Yeah, we do positive things. I mean, like at the dealership, if you come a club member, we get 10% off at Park Chevrolet on all our parts and labor, not just on your Corvette, but on your personal car. If you have a Cadillac, they can service your Cadillac and you get 10 to 15% off at the dealership for your personal vehicle, not just your Corvette.
All right. What are some of the can you think offhand some of the kind of the highlights of vets that you have seen as part of the Hub City Corvette Club to this point? Obviously, there are some cars that are great. There are some cars that are greater. What are some of the funnest rides you've seen?
Well, there are a couple cars out there that I do like. They're newer cars. One of them lives in Atlanta. His name, they call him Papa Smurf. He's got a C8. It's just extreme. I mean, anything you want to put on a car, it's there. Uh, one of our club members, Jim, his car is like no other. He likes chrome, and if anybody knows on a C8 Corvette, you can't get chrome. So Jim has put a bunch of chrome on his car, and everywhere we go, people flock to it because they don't see that.
That's pretty cool. I know that the Hub City Corvette Club is involved in a lot of events. Of course, there's a big one that's coming up. And we're going to take a brief break here for some fine sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some of those upcoming events and some of the things that those events will be helping in just a little bit. Stay tuned. And welcome back. We're back here with Chris Hammett, the president of the Hub City Corvette Club in Spartanburg. And we've been talking a little bit about the club. We've been talking a little bit about some of the things the club is involved in. And of course, what is happening coming up here shortly with the club is we have got a big event happening at Park Chevrolet in Spartanburg on Saturday, the 24th. Tell us what we are expecting.
Saturday, the 24th, we're doing a show called Vets for Vets. It's an organization out of Charleston. Um, I'm the director for South Carolina now, also, and we're raising money to do a free home remodel or renovation for a vet in need in the upstate. So if you come out on Saturday, everything that's donated or raised for the show goes into a Vets for Vets, and we do a remodel or paid a power bill or something like that for a year or water bill, anything that they need, we're doing to provide a better future for that vet. The vets that's out here now do not want to help, ask for help. So we have people recommend people and get certified through our checks and stuff and make sure they have an honorable discharge and stuff. Just a vet that's down on their luck, we need to help because we couldn't be doing what we do today without our veterans. And they don't get enough help through the community. So we're trying to help out. Anything you can do, like on Friday night, we having a light show to kick off the car show at Park Chevrolet, and then Saturday morning show starts at 9 to 3, 2, somewhere in that range. Uh, we're looking to have 250 cars. We would love to join y'all to join us. Any make, model, it don't matter. It don't have to be a Corvette. We're just raising money for the veteran community.
For somebody who wants to come out and be a part of the show, what do they need to do?
You can pre-register on our. Uh, we have a pre-register on our Facebook account. You can pre-register up until uh, Friday night. Um, you can contact me directly. Um, my number's there on anything, or I can give it to you. Um, or anything you need to do, I think on the Facebook page, my number's there. Um, it's $30 day of show, $25 pre-registration. We have a bunch of military presence gonna be there. We have vendors. We have food vendors, other vendors. We actually have somebody singing the national anthem for us, just to give back to the veterans, because, like I say, we couldn't do what we do today without them.
Now, you also mentioned, and we were talking a little bit off air concerning you're going to have fire department out there too. And I mean, this is going to be a big deal.
Yes, sir. We have Bowling Springs Fire Department out. They don't come out and put a flag up where we can drive under, take photos. Like I say, guys don't sing the national anthem live. So we got a lot of things going on. Uh, just if you want to come to the show and don't want to enter your car, we have places that you can just donate at the registration desk. And if you don't want your car to judge and you want to come to the show, you can do that also. It's just a little cheaper if you don't want your car judged, just to come out and join us. But we're looking to have between 200 and 250 cars, and we'd love to have anyone come out. Like I say, it's open to any make, model, motorcycle, Jeep, car, truck, it don't matter.
And as you mentioned, it's even open to people who just want to view all these cars.
Yeah, it's the if you just want to come look, it's free, no charge, kid friendly, pet friendly. We have a lot of people have dogs in our club, so we also do a show and give back to the pets, the Spartanburg Humane Society, uh, during the year. So.
Now, let's get into a little bit about the cars. You mentioned that it's open to all makes and models. I know there are some distinct judging categories. Kind of break that down for us, so if somebody wants to come out, they kind of know, maybe what categories they might want to enter or something like that.
Okay, we have judging classes. We have a top 25, that's overall. Then we split the categories up: Mopar, Classic, Mopar, Modern, Ford Modern, Ford Classic, Chevrolet Modern, Classic. And then also we have, since we are a Corvette community, we do Corvette classes C1 through C8, and then we have Best Corvette. Plus, we have sponsor picks that we do, and of course, Best of Show. Um, and just to let you know, the last two shows we've had, a Mopar has won Best of Show. So we don't discriminate at all on our shows. So we are a Chevrolet Corvette club, but we don't discriminate to the cars. Like I say, we raising money to go back to the community.
Now, you mentioned about getting involved personally with the Vets for Vets program. How did that come about? And how did you get as involved as you are
Well, the Vets for Vets, I've been part of Vets for Vets for about 3 years as a member. Um, the director of, or the founder for Vets for Vets, Jason Doors, he come to me and asked if I would be interested in doing the director job for South Carolina, because we're wanting to open more states. We have 7 states right now across the United States. So I took the director job so Jason could go out and open a few more states up. We, to meet the qualifications, I'm a contractor and I got a Corvette and I love to help people. So it's just a great opportunity for me and my wife. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing it, because it's a lot of work. People don't know what it takes to do a car show. I mean, we've been up for probably the last 2 weeks just nonstop trying to get prepared for this. So anybody wants to help, uh, they're free to come in and join us and help us. You can join Vets for Vets. If you're a vet, you ain't got to be a vet owner. You can go to Vets for Vets and Google it and be a part of that way also.
now? As the director for South Carolina, that would indicate that we may be seeing other Vets for Vets shows or programs in the future, not just in the upstate, but also elsewhere.
Yes, sir. We're doing, like I say, Jason Doors is the founder, and he does events in Charleston. We do events in Columbia. But before I started the director job in the upstate, we didn't have any shows or anything up in the upstate. So now we do the upstate, the low country, all across South Carolina. So, and also we have 7 other states: Florida, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, uh, Washington, D.C. So if you in any of these other states, that you can reach out to the directors for vets in your state and get opportunities to help the vets in those other states also.
It's awesome, and it's a great cause as well. As we go forward through the rest of 2025, obviously, Hub City Corvette Club is going to be involved with other projects and other causes. What are some of the things that are around the corner as we head through the rest of spring and the summertime and even beyond for the rest of the year?
For our Hub City Corvette Club, we're having a event on October the 26th at Park Chevrolet. We're doing a trunk or treat, have bouncy houses for the kids. Last year we had probably 250 kids there, free of charge. You can come out. We do it like a big cruise in. You don't have to have a Corvette. You can have any kind of vehicle you want. Just they move all the cars at the dealership. We have a big thing. um, I want it to be even bigger this year. Uh, on November the 15th, we're having another car show to raise money for to help kids for Christmas. Last year we did 11 kids. This year we'd like to do 10 to 11 kids. Plus, we're going to take some toys and stuff to the children's hospital because when the kids are in the hospital for Christmas, the parents last thing the parents is thinking about is getting the kids Christmas. So we're doing like 11 kids for Christmas and splitting up and doing some kids in the children's hospital. So if you want to reach out to help with that, you can reach out me or my wife. Anybody in the club will reach back out to you, uh, and everything would help um, the community.
Since you've been a part of the Hub City Corvette Club, what has been, I mean, maybe there's more than one, but if there's something that kind of sticks out as what maybe your favorite or perhaps most rewarding moment has been?
Well, the most rewarding thing to me is when we go out to help somebody. Um, like we went and give Christmas last year to some kids, and them just reaching out back to you, and it was anonymous, but the parents send cards back and telling you thank you and all that means the world to me and my wife. So
Makes it all worthwhile. Real quickly here, out of the shows that you've been to and seen locally, or maybe you've taken the cars somewhere else and been a part of something, what is the weirdest thing you've ever seen involving a Corvette? Maybe something somebody's done to it.
well, the weirdest thing on a Corvette I've seen, C3 stretched as a four door, and that's really weird to see a four-door Corvette.
Yeah, I think I've seen a picture of that somewhere. 'Cause I want to say it was one of the number of magazines I get where they actually had some pictures of some things that General Motors had tried or had thought of, and they'd made some mock-ups years ago where they had thought about a Corvette sedan or even a
Yeah.
Corvette wagon. And I know recently, in recent times, there's been rumors that there might be, a Corvette SUV that they'd try to use that brand name to sell SUVs, be it, gas
It
powered or electric.
it is in the works. If you go to the Corvette Museum and go and visit the plant used to do a SUV for Cadillac at that plant. So they have the capability to run a SUV at Bowling Green. So I'm looking for it to come out in the future. And if it does, my wife will be all over it. I'm telling you. So,
Do you have, because I know there's sometimes with people there's that argument as gas versus electric, and some people don't take electrics very seriously. Yet we've got the E-Ray out there. What's your take on that? How you feel about that?
well, I own both. I own a EV Blazer and I own a Corvette. And my wife's EV Blazer will eat my Corvette up off the line. It's instant power. And if you've had any opportunity to drive a E-Ray, hands down, it will not disappoint you. So,
Okay. Chris, thank you very much for joining us on our first episode of Carolina Rides. And of course, I will hope everybody comes out, and everybody who can comes out to Park Chevrolet over the weekend on Saturday to check out the show. Uh, just a fair warning, I will be one of the judges. So, and I promise I'm going to be as partial as I can be. So once again, Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And I'd like to remind everybody that, again, Carolina Rides, we're going to be trying to run this once every couple weeks or so, right here on WSPA Plus. And we are also looking forward to getting your input. Again, you can join us on social media at Facebook or on Instagram, and we're willing to take questions. Hopefully, we'll have some answers. And if you've got some great guest ideas, we'd love for you to pass those along as well. Until then, see you next time for Carolina Rides.